I left my boyfriend for my guy best friend during our $50,000 engagement dinner. My fiance, Julian, is a man of pedigree. We were born into the same elite world of private jets and silent floors, where reputation is everything. Then there's Liam. Liam and I met 10 years ago when he was the scholarship kid working 3 jobs just to stay in school. I watched him study under streetlights because he couldn't afford electricity in the cramped, violent apartment he shared with an alcoholic father. We became best friends because he was the only real person I knew. He taught me that strength isn't about what you own, but what you survive, and eventually built a tech firm from absolute zero. He has the kind of scars you can't see, but I've always respected his grit. Julian always viewed Liam as my charity project. He'd make snide comments about Liam's ruggedness, but I never realized the depth of his malice until our $50,000 engagement dinner. Our families were gathered at a 5-star restaurant. Liam was my guest of honor, sitting quietly in a suit he'd saved for months to buy. Julian was 3 martinis in and decided he'd had enough of the commoner at his table. When the waiter poured a $2,000 bottle of wine, Liam made a polite comment about the notes. Julian let out a sharp, jagged laugh. He leaned across the table and said, "Liam, don't strain yourself. You can take the trash out of the trailer park, but you can't teach it to breathe oxygen it didn't pay for. Stick to the tap water. Your palate is still tuned to the bottom shelf rot your father drowned in. You'll always have that broken home smell, Liam. It's genetic. You can't buy class, and you certainly can't outrun a pedigree of failure." The table went dead. My mother's glass stopped halfway to her lips. Liam went pale, his hands trembling under the table, the exact same way they did. I stood up, pulled the 3-carat diamond off my finger, and dropped it into Julian's wine glass with a splash. I told him, "You're right, Julian. You can't buy class. And despite your millions, you're the poorest person I've ever met." I took Liam's hand and walked out. The restaurant was silent until Julian's mother started audibly sobbing. Since that night, my phone hasn't stopped. Julian is a spinning compass of toxicity. 1 minute he's pleading, crying that it was the alcohol talking and he'll do anything to have me back. 10 minutes later, he's threatening to destroy Liam's firm and ruin my family's reputation. Then comes the accusation that I was secretly sleeping with the help all along. He can't understand that I didn't leave him for Liam's bank account. I left him because I realized a silver spoon doesn't make you a man, but surviving the fire does. I'm currently at Liam's tiny apartment, and for the first time in my life, I don't smell trash. I smell freedom.